Hello, it's me. Hi guys, it's Tom. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my top 10 Netflix programs, so my favorite shows on Netflix. 13 Reasons Why Season 2, that's 4. Season 2 is out today, the 18th of May. So I thought, why not make a video telling you guys all my favorite things on Netflix so you guys can binge watch. Netflix, if you want to sponsor me, you know, hook me up. Okay, so this isn't in any particular order, but I am gonna say my favorite show first. So my favorite show on Netflix at the moment, but really for the past like year or so, has been Orphan Black. I just made a video on impersonations of the different clones in it. So spoiler alert, there's clones, but you find that out in like the first episode. It's this show, I'm not going to give spoilers, but it's basically this show about this girl. She stumbles along and finds this girl who looks exactly like her jump off in front of a train, and then she goes, and because she's kind of like a mug, she's like an English mug, and she's living in America, she goes and like decides, oh shit, I'm gonna steal this girl's bag, and then she looks at the ID, she's like, oh, she looks like me, damn, and then she decides to go and proceed to take over this other girl's life, and then she goes and meets loads of other versions of herself and stuff. It's basically, it's kind of like a sci-fi, but it's the type of sci-fi that I would like, because I hate like sci-fi to do with like Star Wars or aliens or that type of stuff, but I love kind of futuristic stuff or stuff that could actually happen, like things that could actually happen in real life, like human cloning and stuff. I keep saying stuff. Ugh. Like, it's definitely my favorite show of all time, let alone Netflix, and I would recommend going and watching it, or at least watch a trailer, because you won't regret it. The second show that I'm going to suggest is Orange is the New Black, but this is 18s, so if you're my age, maybe you would not want to watch it, but I won't tell anyone. The Orange is the New Black is about the life of the people in a female prison, and it's set in America. I don't really know what else to say. It's kind of like a comedy, kind of like fun. It's very like fun to track like the whole drama going on, but it's not like too dramatic. It's not like Riverdale dramatic. It's like lighthearted and easy to watch, and it's hilarious. All of the characters in it are so funny, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. Most people have watched it anyway, but I would recommend watching it if you haven't watched it yet. The next show that I'm going to suggest to you is Prison Break. So once again, it's a prison-based TV show, but it is like one of my favorite shows of all time. I haven't watched it in a while, but I've watched the entire series like 3 times. Same with Orphan Black, I've watched that series 3 times. So that just shows how much I love these shows. But it's literally the most like action-packed, really interesting, really dramatic show you'll ever watch. Well, probably not, but like, It's about like this guy, and he goes in to break his, or he gets himself into prison on purpose so that he can break him and his brother out of prison. And it's basically about like breaking out of loads of prisons and stuff, and I'm just really into like prison stuff. I think that's really like interesting, so maybe you'll like it, I don't know. Okay, so the next show that I'm going to suggest to you, which I already mentioned today, is 13 Reasons Why. So 13 Reasons Why was created by Selena Gomez, which she is my queen. I love her. She's the best singer. She's my favorite singer, one of my favorite actresses, but she doesn't really act anymore, but she's so good. But it's unfortunate because she's not actually in the show, but she was like the creator of it. So the show follows the storyline of this girl, Hannah Baker, who commits suicide, and she makes tapes that she leaves to like let people know why she commits suicide and like who is involved in it. And basically, if you were on one of the tapes, then it means that you had something to do with her killing herself. So it's very dramatic. It's not the type of show that you'd watch lightheartedly, and some people would find it a bit too much because it's very like sad and like distressing. But if you can look past all that, I think that the characters are really good. Also, it's really good if you're like into acting like me, like as a young actor. It's nice to watch because all of the people in it are like teenagers, and it's like nice to see like if they can do it, I can do it. Also, season 2 just dropped today. But the next show that I'm going to suggest to you, the 5th show that I'm going to suggest to you, is Riverdale, once again, a lot of these shows are kind of mainstream shows you guys have probably watched already or know someone that has watched it. So Riverdale is about this town called Riverdale, and it's based on the Archie comic books. And basically there's just this like drama filled town where like people are being killed and stuff, and like it's about these teenagers who are almost like spies. No, not like spies, but they're like investigators. They deal with all the crimes and stuff, and like it's really cool. Like the acting in it can be a bit melodramatic, but I think that it's really good. And the storylines are always really good. Season 1 is definitely the best. Season 2 kind of got a little bit boring, but like I still watch it because like it's even just visually pleasing. Like all of the shots and everything are so nice. So the next show that I'm gonna suggest to you is Ozark. Ozark is this show with Jason Bateman in it. If you've seen Identity Thief, there's this like the guy in it, his name's Jason Bateman. If you don't know him, basically it's about this family, and they run into bad people basically, and they end up becoming drug dealers in this town called Ozark. And yeah, it's basically just this drug program, but like it's not drugs as in like Breaking Bad or something. It's not all about drugs. It's just kind of interesting and really fun, and Jason Bateman is a great actor. So the next show that I'm going to suggest to you, which I just watched today, the second part of the first season came out, is Dynasty, or Dynasty, whichever you want to say. I say Dynasty. But if you've ever watched Victorious, I think Beth, is it Beth? I think, yeah. No, is it Jade? I think it's Jade. Yeah, Jade out of it, who is you know, the kind of goth girl. Well, basically she plays the main role in this show called Dynasty, and it's about this kind of really rich family in New York, and they have like, or is it New York? I don't even know if it's New York. It's probably not New York, but basically it's about this really rich family. It's really fun to watch because like they always get into like bad business deals and like crime and stuff, and like it's kind of cool. It's also like really like fun to watch as somebody who isn't like a rich bitch, because you can be like, ooh, I wish I had all those stuff. She's very girl boss in it and very powerful, so it's really fun to watch. The 9th show, I think, yeah, the 9th show that I'm going to tell you about is Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. If you've watched Bridesmaids, one of the actresses from it, I forget her name, but anyway, she's in this show. Oh no, this is the 8th one. Okay, the 8th one, sorry. She's in this show called Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's a sitcom, so it's kind of like a comedy series where every episode is like 21 minutes or something, and they're all just kind of like, you don't have to watch the first episode to know like, to like watch the other episodes, if you know what I mean. So it's very like lighthearted, easy to watch, like it's not like a drama at all, and it's just really funny. It's about this girl who had been trapped underground for like a few years or something, like 15 years, and then she gets out and now everything's new and different, and she's trying to live in New York and trying to get by in life, and it's very funny. So another series that is quite like that, it's like another sitcom, and also every episode is like 20 minutes or something. It's called The Good Place, and it's basically about the afterlife. So the good place means heaven, the bad place is hell, and it's about these people who are living in the good place, which is kind of like heaven, and like what goes on there, and then they kind of realize, wait, are we in the good place? Like things are going wrong and stuff, and it sounds really boring, but it's actually really cool. You should watch a trailer. But once again, it's one of those things that is fun to watch, like if you've nothing to watch, and just throw something on or watch something in the background, because you don't need to get too bogged down in it, and it's just a funny program, and it's kind of interesting to see what happens in it. The last but definitely not least program that I'm going to tell you about is Black Mirror. So Black Mirror is this very futuristic sci-fi like technology based TV show, and it's basically about like our possible future and like loads of kind of social issues and stuff, and it has a lot to do with like technology and like media and phones, and it's really, really interesting. It's definitely the opposite of the last two programs that I've been telling you about, because it's one of the ones where you couldn't just watch like if you want to be in like a happy mood, or like, oh, I'll just throw this on. You have to be in the mood to watch it, and it's like really like kind of mind-blowing. Like you'll watch it and then it's just like at the end it all comes together and you're like, what? Bish, what? So it's very like fun to watch if you're into like kind of sci-fi, like creepy. Okay, so lastly I have an honorable mention. So the reason why I'm not including this in the list properly is because it was on Netflix up until like the end of August or something. That every now and then it like randomly appears back on and it disappears in like a week. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but season 6 of The 100 just came out, so it's like literally The and 100, and it's basically about like the future where the world has obliterated, well not obliterated, but like loads of radiation and stuff are happening in the world. Like there's this spaceship called the Ark, and 100, like that's where the Ark is where like all of like the human civilization that got up there live in the space while the Earth is supposedly uninhabitable. Basically you can't live on it. And basically the Ark send down 100 teenagers down to the ground to like see whether it's livable, and it's all about like them and them living down there and like things that they discover and stuff, and then it's just very like, ooh, what would happen if like everybody disappeared on the Earth and stuff, and it's really cool. And basically season 6 just why do I keep making that noise? Season 6 just came out on Watch Series, or yeah, I think the only thing you can really watch it on is online, which is kind of illegal, but I'm a thug lifer. Okay, so that was all for today's list. Thank you for watching today's video. I know it was kind of like a bit of a strange video, but I know that if somebody else made a video of like loads of Netflix shows, I would be grateful because I'm always looking for stuff to watch. So if you have any good Netflix shows to comment down below. If you know any good Netflix shows that I didn't mention in this list that you think should have been mentioned, then comment down below, and if I haven't watched them I'll give them a watch and reply to you and see what I think. Or just shows in general, even if it's not on Netflix, let me know because I'm a big TV buff. Also comment down below any new videos or video suggestions that you want me to do. Make sure to go watch my past few videos. My last video was an Orphan Black impersonation video, so make sure to go watch that. Thank you guys for coming and joining me today. Like, subscribe, comment, tap that little notification bell to get notifications every time I post. Here are my kissies for my little baby fishies. Sorry, I'm stealing Trisha Paytas's aesthetic. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!